What is going on, Check-in team? First of all, I just want to say thank you for serving, and hopefully these videos are helpful for you to kind of understand what you're doing the night of. That way you are fully equipped as you can be when back to school bash starts. But first of all, I just want to say what we do at Check-in is so important because one, we need to have an accurate representation of the amount of students that we are there. And it also helps us kind of get a gauge of who was there, who was not there, is our follow-up and outreach process working? And so that is why what we do at Check-in is so important. So just so you guys know, the heart behind what we do is, no, we're not about the numbers, but behind every single number is a story. Behind every single number is a student who God loves and he died for. And so that's why it's important for us to know who's in the room and get the metrics behind all of that. So for Check-in, how it's going to work is we're basically going to have a table set in at Check-in, so very similar to what it looks like on a normal student ministry night. They're going to walk in, but a couple things are going to be different. So first of all, we're not printing name tags for students just because of the sheer amount of students that we're going to have at back to school bash. So really simple, students are going to come in, you're going to ask them, hey, is this your first time, or are you a normal regular student? So I'm going to be making a video for our first time guests process, but for right now this is just for check-in. So we're going to check in students just like we do on iPads, get their name, check them in. Instead, they're actually not going to have name tags or wristbands. So we're just going to check them in. That way we've got them into our system. And so ask them what their name is, look them up on our system, and if they're not in our system and they're a first-time guest, we'll send them over to the first-time guest station. But that's kind of what check-in is going to look like. It's going to be a lot bigger, so the goal is to set up a checkpoint as soon as they get in the app. That way every single student can check in for back to school bash. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for everything that you do. We'll have computers, we'll have iPads and everything there for you as far as check-in goes, but it's going to look very similar. So yeah, you guys are the front line for every student that is going to come in. So be a welcoming experience, be joyful, and we're so excited for back to school bash. Thank you guys.